Otis and I would like to wish you happy autumn. Let's do this in a happy way, with good do's and don'ts. When I said the other day that I walked into Home Goods and sure enough I saw that long, crunchy, leafy, fakey wall of orange and yellow and brown, it really wasn't even just about the color palette. It wasn't. It was just about how do we do fall where it doesn't look kind of old and crunchy and dated. And the very first thing I did is take out my box from like seasonal stuff, and I opened it up and brought out some things, and like I don't have that much stuff left because I've kind of edited it and gone through it. So I have things like this and this, like a grouping. I do like a grouping of 3 on my front step, different sizes. So the little candle things, they're black. However, at the same time, just because I'm saying don't use everything in the box or start editing down and get rid of it, it's still nice to then you go, well, so what am I going to put up? Fresh. Go ahead and use fresh. Shop your grocery store. There are cute little pumpkins, there are white pumpkins, there are orange pumpkins. And here's the thing, I don't have a problem with orange pumpkins. I don't, because that's what they're supposed to be. Just like a pool is supposed to be blue, pumpkins are supposed to be orange. I don't get the blue pumpkin thing, whoever said that. That's kind of a little odd color, maybe. But the natural thing is, if it's a real thing, it makes sense. Like those gourds. One of you said, you know, put the little gourds and stuff all in a big bowl, and that's what she uses for Kathy. That's what you use for decorating. I do that same kind of thing, grouping together. So that way you don't have to have stuff all over the place. High impact when you see one thing together like that. So I hope that helps. The next thing is, don't go too specific. It's very easy to go, oh, look at the cute back to school stuff. Well, in 2 weeks, you know, it's almost kind of over, in my opinion. You know, Halloween, just witches stuff, whatever. Well, that doesn't really go September, and that really doesn't go for Thanksgiving stuff. So try and get stuff that lasts September, October, November. That stuff makes sense. And there's where you're going to kind of want to start thinking about your color palette and what you're going to decorate with. I have these black pillows. I use them year round. I know they're black velvet, probably a decorating design no-no, but I like the black and I like the velvet. So I usually put them with my signature color, as you know. Signature color, as you know, is that red, kind of tomato red. But this year I was thinking about this whole thing. And I was like, I'm going to do just one solid color of something very fallish. Now that could be something very smoky. That could be teal blue. That could be just a really rich red that's a little maybe more burnt in color. But just one solid rather than pattern, 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 words, words, words. That will give you the feel of in my area, you walk in and you kind of just see that, but it's the one color bang that says fall without too much stuff all over the place. I hope that helps, because that's what I'm going to do. I actually like that idea a lot. The next thing is I'm going to say do use a natural palette. I use this stuff a lot. You've seen that in the background before, and that's Hobby Lobby. They have like more twiggy looking ones. It just looks kind of like the fall, like just kind of, that kind of crunchy is okay to me because that's what it's supposed to be. But the brown even on that twig, the feathers, pussy willows, that kind of stuff. If you have big vases like this, you can put that stuff in there and it just kind of shows fall and that natural texture-y kind of thing. I will say, as much as I said, don't be specific, obviously you're going to throw little things in for Halloween or whatever. Last year I found this cute thing. Maybe some of you have seen it, but Ballard had it. It says Happy Halloween, but it's on a rope and it's metal. These are metal tags. You could even use them outside. I, however, because it was long like that, used it on my big window out here, and I just loved it. It was like having like a little banner up that said Happy Birthday, but it was Happy Halloween. And they even did one for Christmas. So I took the Halloween one down shortly after I could do the Christmas one. So it is fun to have a little sun. I get it. But I think after my kids went, I kind of grew up my house a little bit to not be as cutesy Halloween. For example, I did save these just because they were little needlepoint things for doorknobs. I'd still use it. But those little things too, where it's just not, like I said, you know, witch's brew and this and that and whatever, and there's just so many things. Or even I was thinking, I used to have 2 long tablecloths that were like leaves and plaid and golds and maroons. And again, this shows the time is just changing too. We're doing palettes a little differently now, just because comes around goes around kind of thing. But those fall tablecloths, if I saw them now, I'd just be like, okay, I'm so embarrassed that like I called myself a design person. I don't think you can see the plates because there's just so much going on the tablecloth. But some of those, you know, maybe too much pattern. Just something to think about. And lastly, I'm going to say the bigger is less thing. When I talked about using real pumpkins, I think I showed you this last year. And here now I said something about words. But I do love this word actually. And just on the pumpkin, I just think, I love the color of the pumpkin actually, quite honestly. That's what caught my eye. And a little bit of glitter, a little bit of glitz. That to me mixed with some real white pumpkins just sitting on a bookshelf is just kind of a nice look too. And it kind of says something nice. So I am a fan of that. Oh, and lastly, oh wait, no, I'm going to say 2 things. I'm going to say don't forget the lights. When I pulled up this box yesterday, look at that, orange lights. You're probably like, Pam, you have orange lights? After what you said about orange, it's not so much about orange, it's just about too much fake stuff, fake looking stuff. And on this house, it's small landscaping in the front, so I could easily do like orange lights, but here's the key. Here's my little tip, because I did this up north too, and I lived up north. You use them with white lights mixed in. So the white kind of pops the orange and vice versa, and it's just kind of a little sparkly look. And so I will probably do that on I have a topiary tree out front. I'll probably do that on just right in the front there and put some of these, like I said, in front. You can put candles on them and stuff, or the fake candles, whatever. But the lighting, don't forget the lighting. You can even do the little orange and white lights on I'm going to say tree, but I mean like a real looking fake tree, you know what I'm saying? And just in the corner of a room. That's just kind of a nice way to invoke that cozy kind of autumn feel. So that's major. Just don't forget the lighting. I just think a house lit the right way, especially in fall, and especially when all you guys said, this was so good, the banter was so good. I thought it was very interesting. I could tell who was up north, I could tell who was down south. Florida in autumn, October is one of our, to me, best beach months of the year. I mean, it's just clear, the humidity's gone a little more, and it's a really nice time in Florida. Whereas up north, I go to visit some friends, and it's the change of seasons. It makes so much sense that a few said, I really love fall, and I thought, where are they located? So it's just kind of funny. A few of you maybe were down here and said that, but point being is where you live does matter in things like this. Okay, now I'm saying lastly, to you with kids, because I had them too. I still do. I'm just staying at home. It is fun to do the stuff with kids. And the words and I know. That is fun. As a matter of fact, this is a shout out to my friend Debbie up north. When our kids were young, she had the big blow up, fun, almost bouncy house looking like Halloween decor stuff. My kids would go over there and they'd just be like, why can't we do it like they do it? I like what they do. And I was always like, because we can't. I didn't explain it a whole lot. I made a nice house for those children, but I'm just saying, I just didn't do that. But it was great at Debbie's because it was fun and she's such a fun mom. But there are things inside your house that sometimes I notice that you're just opening the box and you're putting everything out because maybe the kids like absolutely everything. Sometimes they don't know if you're using everything or not. And you'll feel better about the space too. And it'll make the fun stuff for the kids more fun. So that is my thought. Is the bigger and less. Still have fun with the kids. But just pulling back is going to make you feel updated and just better about that fall, September, October, November. I hope this has helped. Happy fall. Otis is sleeping now, practically next to me. Goodbye.